I'm so happy you are joining me tonight, because it might be that we start a totally new chapter this evening. It's something new, and I'm kind of excited about what will happen. First of all, I will just, before I forget about it, talk about this drink. You don't have to do it, but I made a drink from the 1 spoonful of chia seeds, purified water, and lemon. And I mix it and I let it be here while we sing and meditate, and I will drink it in the end, because it's said that it will detox, at least anyway. It will protect the intestines from toxins if you will detox during the singing, and that could happen. So, well, what are we going to do tonight? First of all, we'll work on the personal level. We will start up by that. That's a thing by itself. I'll come back to it. And the second part is that we will work on weaving a oneness field together. A oneness field that is totally unique. And we can only thank the situation, Corona situation, for this possibility, because the isolation of people right now forces us to expand our consciousness, and that might be a very, very big gift that we wouldn't have had it in other ways than the way we get it now. So I think it's time that we start to experiment with this. You see, there are people from all over the world. You're coming from all kinds of countries, and this is only possible because of the internet, and because that we now start to get used to have webinars. I would like, in the second half of this hour, that we will raise together up in the Grail and build our energy field there. I'll come back to that. But first, I would like to talk about a professor from Denmark. He's called Philippe Grandjean, and he's been investigating 203 cases of COVID-19. And these cases, he divided them into the ones that was mildly sick and the ones that was really serious sick. And you could see that the difference on the ones that was close to die or in the intensive care was that the ones that was in the intensive care all had a very high level of a certain kind of fluoride. So he indicates that it could be because of fluoride that some people will be more sensitive to COVID-19 than others. So if we can detox the fluoride, we could have a good chance that we will not be in danger. So I thought we will start by doing that. Fluoride is especially attracted to sit on our pineal gland, which I've been working on in several other webinars, but I will repeat it shortly here. How we will sing on it. And after, we will also sing on the lungs, because the fluoride, it will also be stored in the lungs. Before we're doing that, we will just sing a little bit Armor to Unite and open the voice, because we're going to purify our pineal gland and our lungs with the Hong Song. But before that, we will just open on the R. This is a tempura. It's tuned in A, and you don't need to sing the same note as me. You can sing another note. I will give you a few notes that you can sing on. First of all, you breathe from the stomach. It means breathe into the stomach. Let the stomach be big, meaning filling out the lungs so that your tonsils will be pushed down. And push the stomach actively inside. Press it in with your hand when you sing. The stomach has to be like a speed up. You press it inside when you sing. So And open up. We have to open our energy field because that's what we will need tonight. Energy. We will attract photons from the universe to be activated in our energy field. Aha, or an ah. Open more and more for each breath. Just continue even I'm talking. And you can choose one of the notes that I will give you now. And stay on one note. When we sing on you continue while I talk. The vagus nerve will start to be balanced, and that's what we need in order to sing the hum song also. So it's very good what you're doing. And feel that you attract energy while doing this, like you're going to have food from above. And you can sing loud, don't hesitate, just sing full power. And if more than one note will appear, just let it be. Let the voice purify itself. Now undertones are starting to come. So, just finish your long note. And now you'll have to get in contact with your nasal cavity, and it's here. To show you here, you can see up here is the nasal cavity, and just up here in the top is the pituitary gland, and that one is activated when we sing the sound hung or hong. The hung will lift up here and the hung will lift up here, so both of them will be in the area of the entrance to the central nerve system. So hung, the ng, when you say ng, the expression of ng will lift your soft palate so that it's, I'll do it like this, that it's, this is a soft palate and this is the roof of the nasal cavity, that it's pushing up to the roof of the nasal cavity, the soft palate, and then you should let a little bit air be there. When you say hung, you press it up here, and then it will say hung. It means that small bubbles of air will have a passage here. So it means not push too hard and not too little. So it's hung. And if it's hard to do it, you can also do ah. The open one is like a crocodile or but it's the one you should use. I have more videos showing how to do this, so please, you can see that if it's hard for you to do that. So we do this now, hung song, because the hung undertoned, it means that we're not singing real notes, we're singing undertones. It means the scratching sound. If you will close your ears, it's much louder inside your brain than it is outside. And it means that the sound will go inwards and you will be able to add energy to different places of your body just by the use of your intention, because sound follow the intention. Therefore, we are going to now do the hung song on the pineal gland. I know many of you know this because I've been showing it so many times, but I'm just going to show it for the new ones. Inside our brain, it's my drawing, it's not so accurate, but the central nervous system looks like a bird head. And in the neck of the bird's head is the pineal gland, that's a purple color. And the hypothalamus is the beak. And the opposite heart hanging out of the beak is the pituitary. So I'm going to tell you now, concentrate on your pineal gland, and that's exactly in the center of the brain. If the eyes are here, it's a little bit up, but here, you can also go inside this way. But just imagine inside your brain, a very small gland, it's a cone-shaped gland, in the size of a pine knot. If you are around 50, if you are a young child, it would be like a small grape. So now we will concentrate on the pineal gland to crack all the calcification that is there. We're not only doing it to heal ourselves from fluoride and what must, it's especially fluoride and chlorine and calcium that can sit there, but it's also in order to purify the pineal, because the pineal gland is the only crystalline gland we have in our body. And that's the one that's reflecting and transforming light into our body, and we really need to polish it. Also for the work we have to do up there later. So we're going to polish the pineal now, and you can imagine it like the sound is a dentist tool or a brush that is purifying the pineal. And if the sound will not be smooth, it's because there is some dirt that's cleaning. Just let it be the sound. If it's not smooth, it's a trauma sound usually. When it's not, it's jumpy or something. You can really do this yourself. It's so wonderful. We are not alone, we are together, but we can also work on ourselves in each our place. When you feel the pineal and you are getting in touch with it, it's a very, very fine feeling. You will not doubt about it when you get it. Descartes called it the seat of the soul, the pineal cone or the pineal gland. If you lose your breath, it's normal in the beginning until you know how to relax while singing the hung sound. Now we are going on to the hypothalamus, the beak of the bird's head here, forward pointing. One more time. And now to the pituitary, which is the hypophyse in Danish. It's hanging out as an opposite heart. And that's the one that is just up on the other side of the wall of the nasal cavity where we say the hung. These three glands in the brain are the direction of all the endocrine system of the body. If they will not function, the other endocrine glands will not function either, because they are depending on getting their information from up here what to do. And if they don't get any demands from the direction, they will just not do anything. That's why it's really important to energize these three glands. So we're going back to the pineal, the center of the brain, the small gland in the neck that is cone-shaped. And now we will continue down along the spine and into the trachea in English, the pipe that you breathe into the lungs. So that's in front of the spine. We just go down through the spine. From the pineal, we go into the midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata in the neck. And into the trachea, luftrøret. And down into the chest, and here they are dividing, the trachea is dividing into two. We're going into the right lung, and we are filling it up with this sound, and you will do it by yourself. Maybe go up to the top first and then fill it out slowly, get in contact with all your lung. Just continue. The fluoride that might be stored here will be loosened and will be excreted, and it might come through your breath, and it also might be excreted through your skin, that you can be a little bit itchy in a few hours. And if you are that, then take a shower, or take a shower tomorrow morning and wash it off. And now the other lung. When you finish with the right one, of course you should finish, coming up to the trachea again, going from this arm into the middle of the trachea, and you pass to the left one. Start from the top of the left lung. Get in contact with your lung. The lungs are like the leaves of a flower, because they are transforming the oxygen into power, to energy in our body. And we wouldn't be able to live, of course, without them. Now try to fill both of your lungs with hung sound at once. Hung. Very well. Finish slowly, slowly. The lungs are the bridge between heaven and earth, you can say so. The breath is a bridge between the autonomic nerve system and the sympathetic nerve system, between the thought, the mental, and the unconscious mind. Now we're going to enter the oneness field. We're going to the second part of this meditation today, and that is that we will enter the grail. And this is symbolizing that we are here in the earth, where the round foot is, and we can be extreme, right or left, and we can also go to the center. Now we're going to the center. Even with the hong sound, we're already centered now after singing ah and hong song. The hong song is centering us in the middle here, and now we will Raise up through the stem of the glass, all the way up. And if you're too big to get up and you feel you're too heavy, then make yourself small as a tadpole. Lille haletusse kan du være. So, and you can always become big again. So we are going up now through the stem and up in the grail, which is symbolizing the 4-yard to heaven. So, slowly, slowly come up. And you can also do it without doing the sound, just meditate yourself up. There's light. You're coming up towards the light, into a fountain of light, and we are landing in the 4-yard of heaven, one by one, all of us. In the 4-yard of heaven, our personal helpers, spirits that are there to help you, are standing waiting for you, for each of us. It might be only one person, it can also be a few persons depending on the situation. That's up to them. When you've landed on your feet up in the 4-yard of heaven, don't doubt if you're there or not, just use your fantasy, like it's a story. We're up there now, it's very nice golden light up there, and there are some persons waiting for you. If you're ready to be in service in the name of oneness, please ask your helper what you can do and what is the best way you can serve the higher purpose of our life here on earth. You might have an image, you might have a color, you might have a clear answer. It also might be that they will give you an advice for some question that you have personally about your life right now. Let's say you're in depression, or you are in a very bad situation, you feel lonely or frustrated, or in divorce, things like this. You can also ask this kind of questions. You will have a fast and clear answer. Now ask also that you will have a communication with this group through your dreams in the next coming week. You might get support to your problems from this group. You might also feel you are joining a oneness field from the signs you will get through your dreams. If you have a particular dream that you find is really interesting, you can share it with all of us on a Google page that I've sent out a link for through my newsletter. Now we're going back to the center of the grail, and all our helpers will now connect with us in a way that an energy thread that they are holding, they are taking care of us now, that you have a thread, a golden thread, and it's incredibly long. It's as long as you want it, And they're holding that connection with you, because now we are getting up, not too far up, but we're going a few hundred meters up in the universe to practice to be a oneness field together. So now your helpers are holding you, and slowly, slowly we are holding each other's hands, and we are now drifting upwards. We're out in the space, we're drifting upwards, and we are held by our helpers in the grail. We're drifting up like a circle, coming higher and higher up. We can see each other still. We're circling about 180 people. And now we're getting up, and that's it. We're up where we're supposed to be. We are drifting, but we are in a calm place. And now, while we can see each other still, we decide now that we will try to manifest a big circle of light, meaning that the first exercise is to feel the energy from each other, even we can only see each other's like stars far away. Will be a huge circle, and we will come together again, but we will just make the circle bigger, 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 and try to feel the energy in your hands now. Can you feel the others? You can feel it like blood streaming extra in your hands. You can feel it like a tickling. I can feel you so strong. We are making the circle bigger. Hold the energy, hold the space. Very, very good. Hold the space, make it bigger. Great. Beautiful circle of light. We are attracting photons with this electromagnetic field we are creating, and more energy is coming to us. Because photons are invisible, but they can be activated in an magnetic field. Now come closer together again, all the way together. We can hug up here even. There's no corona in the heavens. Yes, we are tight. We are closely together, and we have stronger energy now. Now that we meet again, we will exchange energies so that we will have one thread to the other. Each of us will put a thread to the others so that we will have a lot of threads of energy between us, that we will almost make it like a trampoline full of threads will it be. And now we are again, keep the threads, keep the energy, that we have a big golden plate in between us, and widen the circle as much as it was before. Huge, huge circle. Great. Now we have a big, big plate of gold, golden energy. So if we imagine this was a Chladni plate is like a piece of iron where you can put sand on, and when you put sound, then different patterns will be. Then the same thing will happen with this energy, but not by a sand or by sound, but by our thought. So if we now think about oneness, and feel the gratitude for this oneness, we're all one, we're alone, but all one in the same word. And see which pattern will be shaped in this golden plate. Our thoughts will create it. If it might be some places, if you don't believe exactly in this, the flower will not be completed. So please, it's like a mandala. So please just go into this game, play it. Yes, now it folded out totally. Very well. Very, very well. It's alive. It's moving inside a beautiful shape of crystals. Now we will pull together again, and the shape will even be more intensive. We're coming closer to each other again. And now we will try to go into the feeling of love. Feel love for something that is very pure. And slowly, slowly widen the circle again. Love, and the shape will change in our field of energy. Love for an animal, for a child, for a beloved one. Send love, feel the love, feel your heart open. Send love to each other, because we are one. Oh. Now another crystal will shape, another mandala. Wonderful. We can even widen our circle, pull it more out. Can you feel the energy in your hand? Feel it. You have the energy. We have the connection. And it's a huge plate of love we have here. Feel the love in all your body. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. That's what I give. That's what I get. That's what I radiate. That's what I spread. Unconditional love. And we can even try to move like a wheel. We will move around, move. We will fly around like we would run in a circle. And we have this love and fun together. Then quiet again. Unconditional love. Feel the love in your feet, ankles, knees, thighs, hips, stomach, chest, shoulders, arms, in your throat, your face, your head, your hairs in the pineal gland. You're filled with love. Now we meet again in the center. And we will hug each other in a big bunch. Yeah, see, we are really doing that. Great. And again, we will move out, but now with the feeling of harmony. Harmony. You spread out in a huge circle. Keep the energy, keep it. Keep it. Harmony. How does the harmony look? We will see how can we feel harmony, feel balanced, feel quiet inside, harmony. No fear, no anxiety, harmony. So now the shape of the mandala is changing. Yeah, but it's all beautiful shapes, all beautiful. Harmony. It's harder to make the harmony than the love for me anyway. It's harder to relate to it, but harmony is balance. And it's also coming from the experience of love. So we have it. Now we will go back to the center again. Again, we are running into each other's arms. Hug. Great. Just like some of you maybe saw the World Championship of where the Danish people won just 1 hour ago. So they were hugging each other. We are hugging each other too. In handball. Now it's not handball, but we are in the sky now, in the heavens. So we are hugging each other, and again we have to go out in the circle, and this time it's gratitude. We thank for being together. We thank for this beautiful energy that we can keep in our hands together. Because we're going to give this energy in the next webinars. We're going to use it, and this is an exercise how to keep a field of energy and to build it up together. I can feel you so strong in my hands, and have no doubt about you're there. Gratitude. And each of us, we can stop being in the holding each hands, but we can put our hands on the heart. Feel the energy. Gratitude. And now the most beautiful flower manifests in our midst. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we will, with this gratitude, stop this exercise and come together again like a pile of light, a pile of light, like en søjle af lys. It's like a big ball of light. And now our helpers from down in the grail will pull us down slowly, slowly. And we will land in the grail again on bare feet. Come down, don't be scared. We're pulling you down, down, down. All down in the grail, in the foyer of heaven. And your helpers or your helper, please ask if it's a higher purpose for this and it will serve good, that we will communicate or learn how to communicate through our dreams in order to serve the situation of the world right now. Please let us communicate through our dreams in the night. Please let us help each other. Please let us support each other. Yes, I know it's not us doing it, it's you, but we will have help from our helpers, and that will enrich our life, and it will also expand our consciousness so that we can do what we came for on earth. We will serve. Thank you very much. We say goodbye to our helpers. And one by one, we will just slide down through the stem of the grail. Slide down. And if you cannot get down, you make yourself small. And when you come back to earth, you will be yourself again, same size, and land on your bare feet. You just imagine your bare feet and you're standing on the grass or the soil, that you can feel your back on the ground and have grounding. Yes, come back to the ground. Stay there. Very, very good. If you have any place right now that you need healing, please put your hand, if it's the pineal that you want to be sure, or the lungs, or the stomach, or any place, put your hands there, because very lightly, put your hands and you will receive healing. Because we have energy in our hands from all our group right now. And you can also ask just into your dreams that you, if you need certain healing, that you will get it from us. Now, if you're not totally down yet, I'm just pulling you down. Don't hang up there. Come down. We have you down. Come on. Down, down, down. Some of you would like to stay up there. If you stay up there, then be sure you will get down later. If you would have a problem of getting grounding after this exercise, a cold shower can help.